The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, Josie Jane and the American hero, Brooklyn Von Braun.
Team Brooklyn, the pairing of Brooklyn Von Braun and Josie Jane. A solid team with a solid working partnership. But I don't remember them ever having faced the Texan Ladies Association, Mike.
Since you can't remember something that never happened, you can relax a little. But I'll tell you, this ladies' tag match is gonna be hot.
And their opponents, accompanied by their manager Jay Ferrantino, from Baytown, Texas, Paulie Parrish, and from El Paso, Texas, the Silver Bullet, Jody Holler, the Texan Ladies Association.
Holly, Jody, and MJ Ferrantino, the former ladies tag team champions, and their manager have been doing some serious regrouping since the Texan ladies dropped the belts to Autumn Breeze and Sherry Roy, and they could sure use a win tonight against Team Brooklyn to right their ship just a bit.
MJ Ferrantino won't rest until his girls get those belts back.
It's on. Both ladies walk to center ring, collar and elbow tie-up, with Collie Parrish getting Josie Jane in a wrist lock. But Jane turns it around on Parrish with a wrist lock of her own, wrenching. With full force, ends the exchange with a leg sweep. And get this, ends with a Hurricane Rana. Josie Jane quickly in control as we get started here.
Yup! One of Riley Flash's best students right there in Josie Jane.
Right now, it's Collie Parrish taking charge of things as she just piles on and Reigns blows down on Josie Jane. Tosses in a stomp just because and goes for an early cover, but forget that because it's far too early. Even Josie Jane can't believe she tried for the pin, and she looks mad about it. Takes a swipe at Parrish and misses, sweet arm drag by Parrish, but Josie Jane trips her up. Josie at the ready, flips Parrish, belly to back suplex, and it's countered by Parrish. What a counter! And Collie Parrish, wasting no time, moves on Josie and drops her like a bad habit with a right. Parrish stalking Josie Jane and again delivers a hard strike that drops her again. Josie Jane crawling to reach her partner for a tag, and Collie Parrish is already in position on the top rope. Parrish takes the plunge and connects solid with an elbow from the sky. Josie Jane back up and nails Parrish with a missile dropkick.
What did I tell you? Oh, these ladies are burning it down in there for sure, and it's anybody's match to win.
Collie Parrish catches Josie Jane with the guillotine, and Josie is out to lunch on a station break right now as Parrish drags her carcass center ring, and she is going for the pin here. Referee initiates the count. Here comes Brooklyn, but no need for a save here, with Josie powering out. And to your point, Mike, these ladies are definitely dialed into a different wavelength tonight, and it is showing and glowing.
My one and only critique, and it applies to both teams, is they should be tagging more often, keeping that fresh woman in the ring, because at the pace Josie and Collie are going, the high energy won't last forever.
We may be seeing a tag right here, with Josie hauling Collie Parrish into her team's corner, and there it is, tag made, and in comes Brooklyn, and bam! Double super kicks to Collie, but Parrish, quick on the draw, tags the Silver Bullet, and here comes Jody Holler.
With the two new women in there, watch this fire burn right here, Wally.
Brooklyn nails Jody with a forearm. Brooklyn Von Braun back in after Jody again, stands her up, nails her with a spinning forearm this time, and Brooklyn Von Braun is on a serious roll here, gathers Jody up and into a snap suplex. Looks like MJ Ferrantino is a little concerned for his team, who have had to fight to stay with their opponents in this match. Brooklyn scores a DDT on Jody Holler. Brooklyn Von Braun gathers Jody up again, sets up for something, but Jody Holler quickly counters and drops Brooklyn on the top of her noggin. Jody Holler whips Brooklyn to a neutral corner, and here she comes, and the Silver Bullet just going off on Brooklyn Von Braun with a little don't mess with Texas. The DMWT drops Brooklyn like it pulled toy with a pinhole.
Just a 1.5 count there. Still plenty of work to be done by the Texans. And let me add that the Texan Ladies Association were terrific tag champs, and Autumn Breeze and Sherry Roy beat them fair and square and all, but I always sensed a special vibe that surrounded Collie and Jody during their run. Really would not mind seeing them at least try to get the titles back from Autumn and Sherry.
That rematch could happen in just a few weeks from today, but right now, Jody Holler is giving her full and undivided attention to Brooklyn Von Braun and just doing a bang-up job of the thing. Jody whipped into a neutral corner by Brooklyn goes to plant a kick where it counts, but Jody says, "No, you don't, lady." Now Brooklyn whips Jody into her own team's corner, and big mistake, as Collie Parrish blind tags herself into the match, but Brooklyn, ready for her, executes a textbook atomic drop on Parrish. No Brooke, maybe deciding she needs a break, and turns it over to Josie Jane. Jane hits a hurricane rana on Parrish, and now Josie, taking a moment to gauge the situation, deciding whether and how to approach Jody next. And it looks like she's made up her mind. Josie hauls Parrish over her shoulder, carries her to the ropes, and hits a top rope hangman on Collie. Parrish quickly back to her feet, and she is mad, tags Josie an elbow to the face. Josie stunned a moment, but quickly recovers and nails yet another hurricane rana on Parrish. Man alive, these teams are just flowing on adrenaline right now with spectacular results. But so far, no signs of a clear winner in this one.
When you get the competitors in that ring, singles or tag, and they're both super focused like right now, you always get a great match when that happens.
And that's just what we're getting here. Parrish whips Josie into her team corner. But wait just a sec here. Parrish says forget the tag. I just want to make Josie pay. And she's setting up for a top rope superplex. The crowd here in Erie waiting for it. And here we go. And there goes Josie Jane. And her back has to be in burning pain.
Assuming she's conscious, you mean?
Josie hasn't moved since hitting the floor. The referee is counting. Now Parrish gathering up Josie, who quickly whips Parrish away. And oh man, into the ring post and follows. Up with a kick, and the referees count at 3. Well now, they're out there fighting on the floor, and it don't look like anyone's in a rush to get it back inside.
Nothing says it's personal like a good brawl outside on the arena floor. And those fans at ringside are getting an interactive experience.
Parrish in control of Josie Jane, still reeling from that superplex. As Parrish sets up for, get the hell out of here. She's going for the guillotine on the arena floor. Both teams definitely not fooling around with one another anymore. And the refs count, still inching closer to 20, with no sign of anyone wanting to take it back between the ropes. As the count reaches 10, Parrish locks in on Josie Jane with a Cobra clutch leg sweep.
Can't win this match outside the ring. Everyone knows it, but they don't care. They're all just focused on how mad they are at each other. And that's gonna lead one team to make a costly screw-up that's gonna end badly for one of them. They gotta get this back inside, because this is going nowhere fast.
With the count at 15, something's got to give, and soon, or nobody will win this thing, and it will have all been a waste for both sides, taking a beating for nothing. And Collie Parrish stops back inside just to break the count, and now she's back outside after Josie Jane again. How do you like that?
Oh yeah, it's gotten personal between them. Still, at least one side has to want this one bad enough to forget all this brawling outside and try to get the win inside and on the mat. It's like you say, Wally. They're taking unnecessary beatings for no good reason.
Count has already gotten up to 6 again, and Josie Jane is after Collie Parrish out there on the floor still. Whips Parrish across the floor and into the ring steps, and those sharp corners are supremely painful in a collision. Josie misses the super kick, and Collie Parrish right there to capitalize on the error, set Josie up, and nails a neck-breaker drop on the floor, and that is gonna wreck some brain cells.
Time to smarten up, get Josie in the ring and go for a pin. These ladies gotta get their focus on winning back.
Parrish, pushing aside Josie's attempts to regain control, and for a second time delivers a neck-breaker drop to her opponent, as Josie Jane looks to be fading fast out there. She's taken obscene amounts of punishment, especially outside the ring, and I agree that now would be the time to go for a pin. Even if Brooklyn will try and save the match, there's always a chance to make that 1-3.
See, now she's making a mistake breaking the count and going back outside. Getting greedy, if you will. And this is the kind of amateur's mistake that could end up costing her team this match.
Josie lands a spinning slam on Collie Parrish as this one finally returns inside the ring. Josie, wisely stepping out, tags in Brooklyn, and I know Josie is happy to be out of there for a little while. Brooklyn Von Braun going straight for her signature move, the inverted pile driver, the Von Braun missile, and Collie folds like an accordion on contact. This isn't looking very good for the Texan ladies as Brooklyn goes for the pin. The referee is counting. Jody Huller tries and fails to make the save. This one's over with Team Brooklyn scoring the 3-count win.
The American hero, Brooklyn Von Braun and Josie Jane.
Oh well, it's back to the old drawing board for Ferentino and the Texan ladies, with Brooklyn and Josie picking up a narrow upset win on Collie and Jody.
The Texan ladies and their unsinkable manager will regard this loss as a temporary setback, and they'll be back in action to try again soon. And as for us, we'll be right back with more right after this.